Hello friends and explorers. I want to welcome you to Lake Cahuilla. It's a part of Riverside County Parks and Open Space District Parks, or Rivco Parks for short. My name is Margie. I work for Rivco Parks, and today I'm here with our park attendant Joey, who works here at Lake Cahuilla. And we're here today to share a little bit about Lake Cahuilla and one of our most famous local rock climbers who frequent the park. And so I'm going to turn it over to Joey and give her an opportunity to welcome and say hello to you.
Hello everybody, thank you for coming to Lake Cahuilla.
All right, Miss Joey, can you please tell the folks out there watching where Lake Cahuilla is exactly?
Lake Cahuilla actually is off of Jefferson and 58. Just follow 58 all the way in and you will find us.
Great, awesome. So how about if you come out to the park? It looks like a beautiful day today. What can I do at this park? I mean, what am I coming out here for?
There's tons of stuff to do at this park. This park is amazing. You'll notice the mountains behind us, and you were talking about our rock climbers. Our rock climbers happen to be the bighorn sheep. They're four-legged. So you can actually go ahead and watch them as they come down and go back up. They come in and eat our grass, and in our grassy area you're actually going to see we have a playground, a volleyball court, we have our basketball hoop. We have all kinds of things. You can lay in the grass, barbecue grill, things like that. Just enjoy. And the lake that's here actually has fish in it. We stock it. So you could actually come fishing, but there's no boating or swimming.
All right. Well, thank you, Joey. Can you tell the folks why there's no boating or swimming in this lake? Because that doesn't make sense. I know if it's a hot summer day, I'm going to want to go swimming.
You don't know how many times I've wanted to go swimming. I've been out here like, it's a cool day today, which is why I have my sweater on, but I've been out here where I'm like, oh, it's so hot. Actually, the lake happens to be a reservoir. It's the reservoir for the Coachella Valley Water District. The Water District does have its procedures and rules, and one of them happened to be the fact that there is no body contact, so there is no boating, no swimming. They do not want that little nasty quagga mussel to get in there. It's that microscopic larva. So that's a whole nother ball game, but right now that's just kind of a short little talk there.
Awesome. Well, good to know. So now, can you tell me, I know you've been working here for a while, maybe you can share with the folks how long you've been working, but what are the favorite things that you find about working here?
My favorite thing is the people. I just love the people. Coming here, meeting everyone, that's one of the best things I can do here. The things that I enjoy with the people is the fact that talking about the bighorn sheep that come down, they are just totally amazing. Right now we have our little lambs and our yearlings coming through, so that's really a wonderful thing that occurs. Again, we have our fishing that goes on, watching people when they come up with all of their fish, letting me know what they caught. The kids are just enjoying the park. It's just all around, it's just a wonderful experience.
Awesome. Well, so you've been here quite a bit and you've been able to see the bighorn sheep, and I understand they're quite good climbers. So do you understand how it is that they can climb the way they do?
Oh, it's fascinating. They are just fascinating animals. I can't tell you how fascinating they are. They actually have a hoof, and on their four little paws they actually have like toes. It's actually similar in this fashion right here. The inside is actually a soft pad, like a suction cup, think of it that way. And basically as they climb, they can actually go up and kind of hold on to as they go up and down the mountain. And it's just amazing to see. If I could climb like that, I would be up and down these mountains all the time. They just like up and down.
Nice. Well, so I've been here before, and I've come down here about, I think it was about 9 o'clock one morning, and there was a whole bunch of those bighorn sheep out here on the lawn, and I noticed some had some really huge horns that curved, and then other ones had more straight horns that kind of curved back. Can you tell me what the difference is?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I'm sure a lot of our people out there might know that the big rams have these huge curled horns, and they are beautiful. The older they are, the more rings they get on them, and you can actually count their age via that way. But the horns actually can be this big, and they go all the way back and around. The ewes, which are not the youths, they are E-W-E-S. The ewes are the females, and the females actually have the other horns, the shorter horns that go back. You'll notice the young rams, they'll start to curl. Once you get looking at them, you'll begin to know the difference.
Great. And I've looked at some of those heads, and those horns look awfully heavy. How heavy do those horns get?
Oh my gosh, they could get up to 30 pounds. It's ridiculous how heavy they are.
So those big horns can get up to about 30 pounds. What is the purpose for those big horns? They look huge and heavy. Why would they want to be carrying that kind of weight around?
Oh my gosh, if you ever get the opportunity, you got to go on like YouTube. You will see them where when they actually fight for dominance, they will butt their heads. It almost sounds like a crack of lightning. It just goes kapow! And they'll just they could keep at it for hours as they go back and forth. And it's just amazing. But desert, as you can see, we've got a lush brown behind us. But a lot of the cacti have, like all the prickly points, if you've been on a cacti, they will use their horns to actually scrape off everything and actually break it open where they could get to that moisture that's inside all of the plants. And they will eat that to survive during the desert summers.
Oh, very awesome. So from what I gather right now, listening to the way that these guys can climb and how they can eat and survive on this sparse vegetation out here, that they must be pretty good desert survivalists.
Oh, they are amazing survivalists. Oh my gosh, like most people that actually go out and they'll hike, you always got to take your water with you, because if you don't take your water, you're going to not make it through the summer. Okay, they can actually survive out in the desert without any water whatsoever. Their water source is their plants, which is why they use their horns and their ability to climb and find places. So they actually survive out here in the desert, eating the food. The other thing they do out in the desert is the fact that they can survive on this area that is so arid because of predators. In order to keep the predators away, when they're actually lambing and actually having their lambs, they go back into the desert where there is no water. That way the coyotes and all the predators are unable to reach them without dying, because they can survive out there without the water.
Nice. Well, you mentioned predators. Besides coyotes, what other predators are there for the bighorn sheep?
The predators for the bighorn sheep actually could be anything that is out here technically in the desert that's as big as they are. So you're looking at the cougars, or the mountain lions, you're actually looking at the coyotes, because they come in a pack, and they will actually attack the younger ones that are out there. So it is
good predators. No,
good predators.
Good predators. I wanted to take this moment here to thank you very much for joining us today to share about Lake Cahuilla and the bighorn sheep out here. And I just didn't know if you had any last minute things you want to share with the folks, and maybe let them know what's a good time to view the bighorn sheep, but also maybe some safety involved there, not only for your guests' safety, but for the bighorn sheep safety.
Yes, exactly. The bighorn sheep basically do their lambing in November, December. That's when they're gone. They're actually having their sheep. When they come back down, of course, the mothers are going to be a little bit protective of them. We also want to make sure when they're in their rutting season, which is actually when they're the males and females are getting together, okay, they are actually going to be a little bit more testy and not so nice. So what we ask everyone to do is when they come down here, these bighorn sheep that are in this area are used to people. Okay, so you could kind of come like right up to them and actually see them and talk to them. I had a gentleman that said he fell asleep and one came up and snorted in his ear. So I mean, they're not afraid of people, they're not afraid of cars, but you have to keep their distance. They are wild animals. I told you about the rutting season. If one of them actually happen to get upset, or they're nervous, or they charge, if you're in the way, you're just in the way. So we ask you to keep your distance. We've got our phones and cameras, we could always take pictures, and then just be aware that they are wild animals, even though you can get fairly close to them. Now, dogs are the biggest things they're scared of, so please, if you bring your dog into the park, keep it on a leash and stay away from them. They will charge when they see a dog, because that is, again, a predator to them. Okay.
Great. All right. Well, thank you very much. So people can find out about Lake Cahuilla if you go to our website at rivcoparks.org and look it out. We got camping, fishing, hiking, all kinds of things to do here. And if you're very lucky and have that special moment, you'll be able to see the bighorn sheep up close and personal. So thanks again, Joey, for being with us today and sharing about your park and the bighorn sheep. All right, so Miss Joey, you talked about where Lake Cahuilla is located. Can you share with folks what the hours of the park are?
The hours of the park, actually, we open currently at 6 a.m. We close at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you get here at 6 a.m., you are going to see some of the most gorgeous, beautiful sunrises you've ever seen. They're bright reds and oranges. Oh, you've just got to come.